Now, as we all know, Australia is home to many dangerous species of animal, and today we're looking at the 10 most dangerous animals in Australia.
If you're an avid traveler, I know you've probably added Australia to the list of places you want to visit.
It'd be nice to
Only
visit,
if
I
you
think,
haven't
one day.
already visited it yet. But I also know a lot of you are probably scared of visiting this massive country due to the bad reputation a lot of the animals that live there have. After all, a lot of the animals that live in Australia are very unique to that part of the world.
Yes,
and
I've heard.
inexperienced visitors might find a lot of these creatures to be frightening and intimidating. Today we're going to be looking at 10 of the most dangerous animals in Australia, so you all can learn more about these creatures and know what to do if you ever see one of them.
There we go.
So
All right, let's
all the
see.
way to number 10. Sydney funnel web spider. With a size as small as 5 centimeters, this little spider likes to hide in cool, humid environments.
I hate
That
spiders
includes
so
rocks,
much.
logs, and, well, your shoes. Yes, if you plan to visit Australia, make sure you always check your shoes before you put them on. It is known that these spiders love to make a home inside of your house if the weather outside is far too hot for them. And if you're one of those that like to spray threatening animals with water, I must warn you, that ain't gonna work.
Oh no.
And you shouldn't try that anyway, because that's, I don't know, kind of a jerk move.
No,
But anyway,
spiders.
These spiders can survive underwater for a long time just by catching air bubbles right next to their skin. For that reason, don't be surprised if you find them at the bottom of a swimming pool, very alive.
I
Bite
don't
of
like
this spider
that.
will cause a lot of pain and it could even kill you, but hey, don't worry. There is anti-venom that can help you in the case of such an emergency. And man, oh, that's very
I
encouraging.
really hate that. I really don't
Number
like that at all.
9. The Great White Shark.
Ooh.
One of Australia's main attractions are its beautiful beaches. Surrounded by the ocean and the largest coral reef, this country welcomes lots of beach enthusiasts that are ready and willing to swim, surf, or just chill by the water and have a great time. However, even fun places in Australia come with dangerous animals.
I think
A
Australia is
simple
just
swim or
dangerous in
surfing session
general
in the
when it
wrong
comes to
spot
animals.
can easily turn into a scene out of Jaws as the great white shark makes his way through the ocean while everyone tries to run out of the water.
Oh, some crazy
But we
stuff.
should make one thing clear.
The sharks aren't
Hollywood hasn't
that
made justice to
dangerous to
these
humans,
sharks.
though.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
they are dangerous, and yes,
Like,
they have
yeah,
caused some fatalities. However, they're not necessarily man-eaters.
Yeah,
When it comes to
that's
humans and
what I
great
was
white
saying.
sharks, there are only 5 deadly encounters per year around the world. A lot of
That's
the
not
times,
bad.
the innocent shark mistakes surfers for sea lions, but trust me, they wouldn't attack them if they knew it's just a human trying to stand on a surfboard. So don't let sharks keep you from enjoying the beach. Just make sure you keep an eye on your surroundings.
Yeah, just be
Number
careful.
8.
Number 8.
The tiger snake.
I love snakes.
A lot of the times when I talk about snakes, I try to keep you calm and reassure you
wouldn't wanna
that
fuck with
snakes are
them,
not
look how
likely to
pretty.
hurt you. I mean, some of them actually make for some
It's
great
so
pets.
pretty. Yes,
But
we have
when it
5
comes
snakes.
to brown snakes in
true
Australia,
story.
I can't easily say the same. I do have a few snakes on this list, and the first one is in fact the tiger snake. This reptile is found in the southern part of the country, including coastal islands like Tasmania. They get their name from the fact that a lot of them have banded colors on their skin, just like a tiger. Their venom is filled with neurotoxins, coagulants, hemolysins, and mycotoxins. But what does all that mean that I'm pretty sure I just mispronounced? What can they cause? Well, their bite can produce symptoms such as tingling, numbness, sweating, and localized pain around your foot and your neck.
Yeah.
From there, the pain can turn into breathing
It's going,
problems and ultimately a paralysis.
Ah.
Most of the untreated bites result in death, but you can receive treatment to avoid such a tragic end. Just like how many of us learn first aid at
Making
some
him
point in
sliver.
our
We're
lives, I
making
am
him
sure many
wobble.
Australians do too, along with a proper course on how to respond when a snake's venom has entered someone's system.
I love snakes. I really do. They're like such cute animals, but you gotta be careful with most of them. Also, I'd like to just give you a heads up. I know you probably noticed already, or if you haven't, then fair enough. I'm very tired. I'm extremely tired. I've been working 6 days in a row, and I've got to be up at 4:30 a.m. tomorrow after doing a full-day shift today. I'm very tired. Excuse the lack of hippity-hoppity bubbly energy today.
Number 7. The brown snake.
I'm
And again, another snake on this list. And if you were scared by the tiger snake, wait until you hear about this one.
That's a cool little
Brown
snake.
snakes are the second most venomous terrestrial snake in the world. In the case of
Ooh.
Australia, they are responsible for snake bite deaths more than
Bro,
any
that
other
is a
snake in the country.
rapid little creature.
There were
man.
19
Get
snake
out
bite
of
related
there.
deaths in the decade between 2005 and 2015, and 15 of those deaths were caused by a brown snake. And the
Oh,
other
damn.
4, well, those were caused by the tiger snake. You can find them in the
Oh,
eastern and central part of
no,
Australia,
no,
around the city of
no,
Ottawa.
don't look at it.
And you can also find them in some other cities like Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, and Canberra,
Whoa.
which is the capital.
Snake on
of the
snake
country.
action, bro.
Some of the symptoms of a venomous attack include heart arrest, kidney injuries and seizures, and intracranial bleeding. Luckily,
Jeez.
anti-venom is available, but still, I would rather avoid getting bitten by one of these.
You know when they say that they're like deadly creatures, is that just deadly to humans? Do you know what I mean when I say that? Like, some creatures might have antibodies against them naturally, or they might just be resistant to said poison. And they say they're deadly. So like the brown stick is deadly to humans. Is it deadly to like a horse as well? I don't know. Let me know.
Number 6.
Number 6.
The redback spider.
Any spider
If
is
you're not a fan
deadly
of
to me. I
spiders, you
hate
might have to be
spiders
extra
so much.
careful during
Yeah.
your visit to Australia. Just like anything in nature
Get
that's
outta
right
here.
on it, the redback spider
Oh,
screams
look, he's
danger
spinning him
from
round.
afar. Although it can be a bit hard to see since this animal is
Oh,
only 1 centimeter
good.
long. But what this
Oh,
spider doesn't have in
bloody hell.
size, it compensates it through its highly dangerous venom. And where exactly in
Oh.
Australia is this spider? Well, you can find it throughout the country. A single bite can kill you, but there is anti-venom that you can use, which was created back in 1956. There have not been any deaths
I'm
reported
so
since
dark
then,
right now,
but
look
now
at
I
me,
do
wow.
wonder what people did before the cure was invented. You know, aside
You
from
can barely
pass
see
on.
me.
Being such a small spider, I'm sure
there
a
we
lot
go.
of people might wonder how they can tell whether they've been bitten or
shit.
not. Well, you just have to look for symptoms to know. A redback spider bite can cause latrodectism, which is an illness that produces sweating, vomiting, rigid muscles, and lots of pain. If you get any of these reactions, you might
Damn.
want to get yourself checked. The spider is small, but the pain it will cause you is not, so you will know when one of them has bitten you. Number
Whoa,
5.
right, number 5.
The stonefish.
That's a cool looking
Alright,
creature.
so we're clear that white sharks are not
I've
out
seen a
to
stonefish, not like in person, but I've
But
seen
I'm
these
sorry to
before.
inform you that there is another animal
That's
in
crazy,
the water
that's
that
a
might make
fish.
you want to be
I
a
mean,
bit
that's
more
mental.
cautious once you go diving or on a snorkeling trip throughout the coral reef. I'm
Oh,
talking, of course, about the stonefish.
no.
This animal is dangerous, not only because it's venomous, but also
Bloody
because
hell,
it's
man.
very hard to spot. The stonefish is usually motionless, which explains the reason why people called it that way.
Look at his
The fish lives
face.
between rocks and coral, and you can find it in different
I
environments
bet I
of
am.
shallow waters, such as mudflats and estuaries. Its camouflage is an inconvenience for humans, and a single step on them can send you straight to the hospital. A stonefish sting can cause unbearable pain and
look
even
at
death
that.
if you don't treat it in a timely manner.
Oh,
The good thing is that you can treat a stonefish attack as soon as you notice it. Some people also claim that vinegar helps in this situation. Anti-venom is available, but people only
Bro,
refer
it's
to it when the case is too
crusty as
extreme
all
to handle.
holy.
Number 4.
Number 4.
The blue-ringed octopus. Ah, a returning animal from many
am
of our
getting very
list.
dark.
Here's another animal that also lives underwater. The blue-ringed octopus.
Alright.
This one won't be as hard to spot as the stonefish. In fact, this one is very cool to watch as its skin is covered
is
with little
really
blue
actually pretty
patterns that
cool.
look like rings. But still, if you do see one, please stay away from them. These small animals are cool, but they're also venomous. Once they sting you, your body will shut down and become paralyzed to the point that you will stop breathing. And
Oh,
unfortunately, there is no anti-venom for cases of blue-ringed octopus attacks.
Oh dear.
However, they say you can treat their bites by helping the victim stay calm and breathe until the octopus's toxin is removed from the body by applying pressure on the wound. But don't worry too much. This animal is actually quite shy, and like most wild animals out there, the blue-ringed octopus will only attack when it feels threatened.
Well, that's
There have only
good.
been
I don't want him to
blue-ringed
come after. I don't want him
octopus-related
chasing
deaths
after me
reported
while I'm
to
trying to swim,
Australia,
because
so
he
the
looks like
chances
he's
of you
quite a
being
nippy
number
little dude.
4 are actually quite low. Just enjoy the Australian waters and
It is-
stay
it
away
is
from
pretty
animals
cool.
that don't want to be near you.
Just stay away from Australia,
Number
I think. I
3.
think that's the moral of this episode.
Saltwater crocodiles.
Oh.
And
I
this
mean,
is where
you're
I'm going to start
way
getting a bit
quicker than them,
controversial
so
for
you
some
know.
of you because the animal I ranked as the 3rd most dangerous in Australia is perhaps the most dangerous for a lot of you. However, that's only because it's big, but not as threatening as the other 2 I'm going to show you. The saltwater crocodile, just like the name implies, are expected to be found in bodies of saltwater, meaning the ocean. However, they are more popular in estuaries and sometimes
just
some freshwater
floating.
spots as well. It can be quite amusing to see one in the wild, except when you're in Darwin, Australia, which is a place full of signs that warn you against these massive reptiles. These big animals are very
Oh,
aggressive,
he's a
and they
pretty
eat
boy.
animals of all
He's
sizes,
so
including
cute.
humans. Now the thing is, there have been only 24 deadly attacks between the years of 1975 and 2009, so the chances of a deadly encounter are quite unlikely.
I find him so cute,
However,
is
I
it
would
weird?
encourage you to obey
Crocs
warning
are
signs
gorgeous,
and stay
man.
away from places where you could
Look at
potentially
it.
find one of these beasts.
Pretty little thing.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Taipan
The
snake.
Taipan snake.
A list
Taipan.
of dangerous animals wouldn't be
Oh.
complete without this
Oh.
snake.
seeing him eat the mouse there, yeah, it is really sad to have to feed snakes like dead mice. Like, obviously, my family owns 5 snakes. We have to do that as well. We buy frozen mice or rats and then give them to our snakes. It's really sad, but obviously you got to keep your pet fed, and you know you can't go and feed them like gooseberries and carrots and shit. You got to give them what they'd eat in the wild. So yeah, it kind of sucks sometimes, but they're top of the food chain compared to a rat, or they're higher in efficiency compared to a rat or a mouse or a gerbil or a guinea pig, whatever. So it's what they eat. Hey, you never know, you know. I mean, it could be worse. I could be buying frozen humans and giving them a human finger.
Taipan snake.
The Taipan
But why
snake.
is this snake
That sounds like
here,
quite a
after
cool
all,
name.
The brown snake is the one that causes the
Going
most
to yellowy
deaths.
brown. That's cool.
Well, simply because the Taipan snake is the most venomous in the world. However, this
thought-
one
I
lives
thought
in the
Black Mamba
desert,
was,
so
wasn't
it
it?
is a bit
Well,
more unlikely that a human will
mind.
have a deadly encounter with one. There have only been a few cases of people that were bitten by them, and guess what? They all survived. But
Wow,
in
that's
case you're
poisonous
wondering
then.
just how dangerous their venom is, well, it can cause your skeletal muscle to break down. It can also form a lot of blood clots throughout your
okay.
system, and can also damage your kidneys.
No.
So
Right.
don't go out there trying to test the effects of their
that's some
venom.
rough
Just
bite.
respect their space. After all, they don't want to be near you as much as you don't want to be near them.
That's fair enough.
Number 1. The box
The box,
jellyfish.
yep, I've
While
heard.
this
They're the
animal
ones that are
hasn't
in
killed
like, oh
humans
hello,
that
I'm
often,
so
it is
dark.
still the most
They're
toxic
the ones that are in
animal
like
on Earth.
groups, aren't
Its
they?
venom is
You
a
get
threat
like
to your
massive
heart, to your
packs
nervous
of them, and
system,
then
and
they
even your
like
skin.
eat
This
away.
kind
Yeah,
of
when
jellyfish
they
lives in the
sting
waters
you.
of northern Australia and likes to come out to play between the months of October and May, which is when the summer season picks up in the southern hemisphere.
So they're such
The
weird
box jellyfish is
creatures,
pale blue, which
honestly.
makes it a bit hard to spot in the midst of the ocean water. One single sting can cause a lot of pain, while multiple stings can lead you to your death.
Yep.
But a lot of first responders have been trained in beaches around Queensland to help out anyone who gets affected by one of these lethal creatures. I really don't know what you might have heard, but pee is not as effective as some people claim. However, vinegar and other practices can help you survive the attack, so just be
How
careful
does
when you
vinegar
swim
help
those
that
waters,
much,
alright?
honestly?
That's all I have for you
That's
today.
so crazy.
I hope you learned a lot, and
Box
I really hope one day
jellyfish.
you visit
I can't even
Australia
see
if you
myself.
haven't done so.
We have it. That was the 10 most dangerous animals in Australia. Do you agree with this list? Let me know in the comment section down below. And don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and start a movement. Sorry once again for the lack of enthusiasm and jump energy. I cannot explain how tired I am today. It's been a very long one. Take care all, and I'll see you next time. Have a good day, night, evening, morning, afternoon. Take care.